Hey guys, it's Protendo, and it's been quite a while since the last Animal Crossing New Horizons update. We've been waiting since April to see what, if anything, New Horizons has in store for the future, making this the absolute longest wait between updates we've had since the game launched, putting us at nearly 90 days of waiting. But luckily, that long stretch of nothing will be coming to an end this week. Animal Crossing New Horizons does holidays and events in a very different manner to that of past games. Every year, an update has to re-add them into the game, something we've already seen with Bunny Day and some of the lesser events in April, which is what that entire update was dedicated to. And considering the fact that the fireworks show hasn't been added to the game this year and begins on August 1st, an update is essentially confirmed to occur between now and then. And with the knowledge that we have of the time between announcements and the updates themselves, we can predict that the next Animal Crossing New Horizons update will likely be revealed on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And that's certainly something. As much as I wish I could say I'm excited for this update, I just can't be. Call me a pessimist, but at this point, I've essentially lost hope in terms of seeing a substantial addition to New Horizons that adds meaningful content to the game. If you've been here for a while, this isn't news. However, because this is a make-or-break update for so many people, I thought that I might as well make a video about it prior to its release, predicting what we might see in it, and more interestingly, talking about what I hope we get in it. So with that said, let's get into my predictions, which are extremely safe, boring, and, well, predictable. First things first, this update will be 1.11, not 2.0. Like I said, I'm not expecting much from this update, though there are some things that are pretty much confirmed to return. The fireworks show is obviously the main example of this. Its inclusion is mandatory, considering the fact that as of right now, there is no 2021 fireworks festival. That being said, I don't expect many changes to the event, if any. Maybe Red's raffle will have a couple new items like some different colored balloons or something. Nothing all that exciting or game-changing. The rest of the update will also be pretty standard. We'll get some new items in Nook shopping that nobody really cares about, and that'll be the main stream of content throughout the rest of the summer. Something that's interesting is that this update could also add in some fall content as well. New Horizons updates are split into segments. For the most part, they're separated into seasons. For example, last year we got the spring update in April, the 2 waves of summer updates in July and August, a fall update in September, and a winter update in November. However, this update is coming at a pretty strange time, sort of stuck in the middle or later half of summer instead of the beginning. This has led some fans to believe that we could be seeing some fall crops or Halloween stuff being added for those later months. But I don't personally think that will be the case. I'm expecting this update to run until mid-September and be followed up with a new fall update later that month. Based on how New Horizons has been handled so far, I'd be very surprised to see them already put down definitive plans for the next season. So right now, we've got the mandatory fireworks show inclusion and a handful of furniture in Nook shopping. What else do I expect? Well, not much. I think we might see Nintendo try to throw fans a bone. For example, back in March, we got the Sanrio update, and to distract fans from how, not good it was, Nintendo decided to give us something nice, but something that debatably should have been in the game from the beginning. 50 new design slots. I expect something similar to happen with this update. To take our minds off the fact that we waited 3 months for what I imagine will be somewhat mediocre content, Nintendo will throw in the addition of bulk crafting, allowing us to craft multiple items at once. Somehow this very easy to implement and necessary feature has escaped us for nearly a year and a half. And that's it for my predictions. Like I said, pretty uninteresting stuff. As always, I'd love to be wrong and get as hyped as some other people are, but I just can't. But while I'm unable to actually predict an exciting update, I definitely have hopes for one. So let's talk about those instead because they're much more interesting than Nook shopping items. My wishes for Animal Crossing New Horizons are ambitious. I can't go into this update with the sole sentiment of bring back Brewster or give us perfect fruit, because at the end of the day, those won't fix my issues with New Horizons. And if this update goes against all odds and does bring back a highly requested character like Brewster, what's that supposed to do for me? I'll obviously be happy to see him return because I like Brewster a lot, but afterward, it's just, oh great, I get to enjoy a cup of coffee in the game while still having to deal with the dozens of other issues I have until a whole new update comes in a few months to bring another small addition and everything repeats. It's an endless cycle of drip feed, and that cycle can't be broken by drip feed. The only way it can be broken is with major change. So with that said, What can Nintendo do to fix this, to save New Horizons? Simply put, we need 2.0. This game's issues can't be solved with tiny updates and the occasional character every few months. It needs one of these updates to blow everyone's socks off with insane amounts of content. Don't just bring back one measly character, bring 10. Don't add 6 animals to the game that can only be gotten with amiibo cards. Bring 50 new villagers with new species thrown into the mix. Don't force returning characters into the role of traveling salespeople that only show up once every 2 weeks. Give them their own shops with interesting unlock requirements, be it on our islands or a whole new city island. Animal Crossing fans are starving. New Horizons has sold nearly 40 million units, which not only makes it one of the best-selling games of this generation, but one of the best-selling games in history. Nintendo, this is not the time to give up. This is the time to push harder than ever before. New characters, new shops, new upgrades, new places, new items, new events, new features. Show all these new Animal Crossing players what the series has to offer, I'm begging you. That is my wish for New Horizons. Not just seeing a single character make their return, not just getting a sole feature back like Tortimer's Island. My hope is for real change, change that New Horizons so desperately needs. And it's not going to happen. I can still dream though, can't I? But anyways guys, that's about it for this video. As always, I'd love to hear what you think. What do you expect to see in Animal Crossing New Horizons' next update? And what are your thoughts on the current state of the game? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all later. Protendo, out.